Hello everybody and welcome to the Alien vs Predator Galaxy YouTube channel. This is regular host Aaron Percival, aka Corporal Hicks.
And this is Adam Zeller, aka RidgeTop.
And we're back with a new motion tracker video. And we're trying something a little different rather than the ones that we were doing before with, where we read out a news article to a bunch of moving images. And we're going to try, I guess, more of a mini podcast kind of angle, would you say?
Yeah, we've kind of been looking at our YouTube channel and we see a number of other videos like this, and honestly I think we found them pretty engaging, where it's more of a discussion format and we're just kind of talking about the news together and going through it.
Indeed. So we'll still read the news, obviously, so everybody can see what the topic is and everything. Although we're at a less interesting period at the minute, unfortunately, but hopefully this will still be a bit of an entertaining one anyway. So let's add the news, and that is that the Predator Viking has been added to Predator Hunting Grounds along with version 2.08 of the game.
So this was pretty surprising. We kind of didn't see this coming at all. There was no reference to it in any of the data mining stuff. So IllFonic still has some surprises up their sleeves, it seems. This was leaked a day early. I think it was put on the Epic Games Store accidentally, and some people caught it. But yeah, pretty out of left field. Looks cool. Oh, I like the look of him. I've been thinking, and some other people have been saying, well, are they trying to cash in on Assassin's Creed Valhalla coming out and the excitement around that? Maybe. I mean, the Samurai one was released around the same time as Ghost of Tsushima, so. But he does look cool.
Yeah, it did seem like a very sort of random thing to just come out. I mean, the timing of some of the releases has been a bit random, to be honest. I was kind of expecting this would be the time when we'd be seeing some of the Predator 2 theme stuff, but we already had City Hunter, we already had Greyback. I mean, it might have been a good time to have had one of the Lost Predators or whatever, but yeah, the Vikings really took me by surprise. So what did we get with him? Equipped with early access to the weapon, the Battle Axe. And some lore fluff from the Vice President of Art at IllFonic, Tremel Isaac. The Viking Predator can be traced back to when the Viking raiders consumed lands far from their borders, and by doing so managed to draw attention they never imagined. The death and destruction throughout the world would bring a gift from the sky to challenge the most powerful and honorable warriors in battle. As the legends of the Oucher spread, Norsemen saw an opportunity to gain an honorable death by way of this wanderer, so they continued to pursue glory. Over centuries, the strongest, bravest warriors would journey out, raiding to lure this great force into ritual combat with the hopes of feasting in the halls of Valhalla. So as far as lore goes, that's pretty cool, I think. One of the things that IllFonic have been really good with, I think, with Hunting Grounds has been the lore. And whether it's,
Agreed.
This might just be a little bit of fluff to go up with the DLC, but this is the kind of stuff I'd love to see a frigging comic of. I don't think Predator's gone to the Viking Age yet.
No, Alien did though, didn't it?
Alien had Stalker, I think it was called Alien Stalker, and it was a colonial marine telling a story of his supposed ancestor, I believe, of Viking who was fighting aliens back on Earth. So obviously it's all pure nonsense, and is telling stories. But this, I'd love to see them do something with this in game. So the Battle Axe. Now this has been an interesting one. Have you played
So I've tested him out just against AI, but I've also watched some videos of gameplay. I've seen some complaints that the battle axe is hard to land hits with, but maybe that's intentional because it is pretty powerful. I know you can swipe horizontally with the primary attack, so like R2 if you're playing on PS4, and then you do a powerful overhead swing with the secondary attack or left trigger. I would have to use it in proper multiplayer matches to really get a good feel for it, but it is pretty cool. You know, I like this continuation of traditionally human ancient weapons like a bow, like a samurai sword, and now a battle axe, very much in a Predator aesthetic, like how they all fold up. Even the axe kind of tucks in at the top there. So aesthetically, it's very cool looking. And it seems like I've been following some comments that IllFonic's been responding to about the difficulty of landing hits, and they are going to monitor that and maybe make balance tweaks accordingly. But it is a cool weapon. Another melee weapon, which we've had quite a few now. We've had the Alpha Sickle, we've had the Samurai Sword, we've had the what am I missing here? We have the Elder Sword, and more. So
City Hunter's Spear as well.
Right, City Hunter Spear. So I would like to see more ranged weapons. And I know, I guess they kind of had that with the wrist launcher with the City Hunter.
Yeah.
But I would like to see some more interesting ranged weapons moving forward with whatever Predator they end up doing next.
I don't want to see any more Predators for a little bit of time, though. I want some fire teams.
Here's the thing. We need both. Like, I feel like the drip of content has just been too slow, where it's like, oh, here's one Predator. Here's one fire team member. Here's another skin of the same fire team member. It feels like we could use more content. Like,
yeah.
I know Scar has been rumored for a while, and some assets to him have been found in the data mining. If they did Scar, the armor is so similar, it would just be easy to do all three of the AvP Predators. So I feel like there's just room for more content for this game to really have a lengthy life cycle.
Well, that's always been the sticking point of Hunting Grounds, isn't it? I mean, they ended the day it launched with 3 maps.
Yeah, you were saying the game felt like it launched half-baked. And it feels like things are starting to move in the right direction. Unfortunately, some updates are more buggy than others. This one, from what I've seen, doesn't seem too bad. I know there were a lot of bad crashes in the last few, but they did get a handle on the crashing issue. And I guess a problem we were having was with Clash, it would split up our parties. And now they seem to have fixed that as well, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I still struggle with the amount of content, I must be honest. I do agree with you in terms of the dripping. You know, I had a bit of a break from the game. You know, I sort of got a bit bored around about August time, I think. You know, we've been playing the hell out of it, and for me, the 3 maps they were too little. I really want a big map content drop. You know, I would like, rather than just one, throw us 3 out at the same time. You know, like a little map pack kind of thing. Or maybe even the was it the Lone Wolf mode that's been sort of data mined as well?
Yeah, so that's another thing. This has been rumored for a while. When you complete the tutorial, you get a trophy for complete Lone Wolf missions, which I guess means the tutorial was part of some originally planned single-player challenges, kind of like they had with Friday the 13th. You could play through a number of single-player short missions with Jason. So I'm hoping they'll do that with the Predator in this one, because I think that would positively affect the wait times for Predator players in multiplayer, as well as give people who are into Predator but maybe don't like the competitive multiplayer aspect of it, that might be more of an in for them to try this out, or at least get more practice in as the Predator, because that was difficult for me as a Predator player. Was to become proficient, I felt like I needed a lot of practice as the Predator, but the wait times were so bad that I just couldn't get that practice in. Yeah. So if they had more single-player challenges, it would definitely be a good asset to the game, I think.
See, I also struggle the same as well. You know, mostly play fire team purely because of, well, when I do play, I've started playing again. Actually, I had some real fun with Caleb the other night, actually. So it'd be nice to get back on and do some more streams of the game, now.
Yeah, and that's when I have the most fun, is when I'm on with you guys and my friends. Like, the private matches are still where it's at for me. I wish the game had stat tracking, because I do feel that would add to the competitive multiplayer nature of it.
Yeah, definitely.
And a rank boost. We've had rank 150, the level cap, for a while now. Raise it to 200. Have some other reward there at the top. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, what I was going to say is, when I was playing with Stephen the other night as well, Caleb, sorry, the other night as well, we came across a lot of the Viking Predators, and it's one of those ones where you have to know how to play it. There is a quirk to this guy, because a lot of them were rushing in and just going down, basically. He is a slow boy. He's a heavy boy. But we ended up playing against one guy who was really good. And that battle axe, he was landing hits with it. It was knocking us down. You connect with the big swing, and it does some serious damage. And he was slamming in, blinding us, getting his chance to get that big, heavy hit in. And
does it have a blinding effect?
No, with the slam.
Oh, with the slam, right.
With the slam, yeah. So the slam was blinding us. We couldn't see what he was doing. He's going in, overhanding it, doing the big damage, jumping off. He was really good. So I do think that, all the classes have their own little quirks, and this one does as well. And once you figure out how to use him, he's going to be fun. And he looks gorgeous. I mean, I saw somebody... Perhaps,
it is a shame, though, that they don't have female versions of some of these new classes. Like, I mean, I would like to see a female version of the Viking Predator. Like, you can't even use the Viking mask on the females. So,
that's a shame.
I don't think you can use the alpha mask on the females either.
I wonder if that'll come down the line, because IllFonic were pretty big on the... the representation angle of being able to have those female classes and stuff. So hopefully that'll be something that gets added later on. But no, look at that. That is brilliant. I mean, the scroll work.
Yeah, the Celtic designs are very nice. And
the Odin eye patch as well. That is a nice shout out to Odin. I really like that. Yeah, I don't think IllFonic's disappointed me with the aesthetics of any of the Predator classes that they've thrown up since, the DLC.
You're disappointed with somebody with one of them.
Yeah, well,
that City Hunter mask, man.
Voodoo's not here, so it's fine. I personally have really liked them all.
Yeah, me too. I just wish there was more. I wish we would have had the whole Lost Tribe.
Well, I'm sure it'd be coming. That's another bunch of months of releases. But at the minute, I want a bit more of everything. I would love some fire team stuff. The OWLF operative, I think, was another one that was data mined, which would be interesting to see. But it looks like release is actually going to slow down. If you look at the DLC roadmap, we've got holiday. So what's that? It's going to be November, December period.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that means they're freeing themselves up to just do bigger updates, which hopefully would generate more excitement, because there have been 6 new Predator cosmetic masks that have been data mined. Apparently there's something to do with snow coming that's been data mined, and we've seen the next new map, which is going to be Airstrip, which the layout of the map has been totally data mined as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do, especially if they did something with snow. I mean, not only would that look cool with the Viking Predator, but the AvP Predators, it'd be perfect. So give me that scar. I just want that scar.
I was just thinking, you and your AvP Predators. Not Celtic. You're not excited for Celtic.
Give me all 3 of them, but if they're gonna give me one, I would rather have the hero one. And all the data mining has said scar. So
yeah, it's fair. But then again, he was always too jungle huntery based. Celtic was the interesting one,
right? Which is why I think it'd be so easy to just do all 3. Like, well,
Yeah,
I know it's
it would be.
I know they have to model it, and I know, but it's like
It'd just be different
3
masks.
masks, and the armor is mostly the same. The skin
Yeah.
is mostly the same. So
yeah, that's fair. Just give us all of them. I mean, we've said this all along, haven't we? All the Predators,
everything Predator related, just put it in this game. That's all we want.
And more maps, and more modes,
yeah,
and more fire team stuff, more weapons. Yeah. I'm still feeling the game is a little bit content starved, even though I'm starting to enjoy it.
It really is. I do think single player challenges will help. I think stat tracking will help. I think larger, more varied DLC will help. You know, they did big updates for Friday the 13th a while after the game was released, and they were planning to do a huge one with the spaceship map, but they couldn't because of the whole lawsuit thing. I do think this game, like Dead by Daylight, could become something. Like, the potential's still there for it to last for a few years, if not longer. But they just need more content than the drip feed like every month they've been doing now.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I would happily wait for just a big content drop. What was the other one? So holiday. So that'd be November, December, won't it? And then spring. So spring, what we're talking, April, May time. So there's a good couple of months there, if that's what they mean. So hopefully a nice big content drop, especially for the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, which I think we are planning to do a full written review for our site for the 1 year anniversary. We kind of held off on that initially just because this was more of a live service game, and we wanted to see kind of where it went over time. So we may do another podcast at the time, but we're certainly going to be doing a full written review, reevaluating the original score we gave it on the podcast, and giving it kind of like where it stands a year on.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, anything else you think for this one? Or do you think we're...
think we about covered the news pretty thoroughly and what we'd like to see for the game. I still, again, really enjoy just playing it with my friends, and the more reasons I have to get on and do it, the longer I see myself playing it. And I think that'll be the case for a lot of people.
Indeed. Yeah. I mean, playing with your mates is what I know gives it an extra. I mean, even Colonial Marines was fun when we were playing together. So, there is a whole social aspect of it as well anyway. But yeah, some single player stuff would help for the people that perhaps might not have a play group or, don't want to play group. So,
definitely.
Cool.
Because I know even Eric, who is a fellow co-host, he's not big on competitive multiplayer. So that might be an entry for him if they have a bunch of single player challenges that he could play as the Predator or even Fireteam. I still think Fireteam could use a tutorial, honestly. I know it's pretty straightforward, like FPS stuff, but sometimes you get on with random other Fireteam players and you're like, okay, why are you running off in the other direction? But
yeah, that's fair. I mean, I wouldn't want them to waste the effort on that until they've got
low priority for sure. Right now, I guess they should get some substantial content out there, quality of life improvements, and bugs. But yeah, I'm really hoping we see a lot for the next holiday update. I'm hoping it's more than just a singular character. I'm hoping it's a big patch. Hopefully we get Airstrip before the end of the year, but
yeah,
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. More maps, more everything.
Just more. That'll keep the game going.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. What did you think of the new format? Be sure to let us know down below. Let us know if you want us to continue doing the mini podcast discussion kind of elements for the news rather than what we were doing before. And of course, be sure to check out the other videos on the channel. We've got Let's Plays, editorial pieces, lore pieces, the video versions of our podcasts. I recently uploaded a piece on Walter Hill and David Giler's story notes for Alien 2. The stuff that was handed to James Cameron. I really enjoyed putting that one together. And we got some exclusive artwork done, visualizing one of the scenes from it as well. So go and check that out. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have hit that bell for notifications for when new content does go up. Yeah, we'd just love to hear back from everybody as well. And if you're interested in finding out more about us or interacting with us as well, in the bottom of the screen, you can see our website URL, our Facebook tag, our Twitter tag, and our Instagram tag. So come and join us on all the places. And yeah, until the next video. Thank you.
Take care.